What's up, guys? Today we're out here in the garage and we're going to look at the BTR Shaft Mount Rocker Kit for the LS engines. I picked this kit up from my buddy Jeff at 918 Motorsports. So all you guys go check him out. He's got a YouTube channel. He's on Facebook. He sells all kinds of parts and stuff, so gets pretty good deals. So if you guys need any parts, hit him up. So we'll just dive right into it. So here it is. So this is the box they come in. It's the kit for the LS1, LS2 style heads. And this is a pretty cool little kit and really reasonable as far as price goes. So you have the BTR rocker stands with the shaft mount kit. So you've got individual shafts for each pair of rockers, and they all just bolt in to the BTR rocker stands. And then of course it comes with all the hardware, the bearings and everything to put the rockers on. And then I went ahead and bought the new BTR Rockers, which look real similar to a factory rocker, but supposedly the geometry's been modified to be a little stronger, so we'll see how those are. But I'm gonna put all those suckers on here and we'll let you guys follow along with the process. Shouldn't be too hard. Alright guys, so BTR wants you to use a press for these. But as long as you're careful, you don't really need to use a press to get these bearings installed. I've got this nice flat plate on my workbench here, and I've got my dead blow hammer, which won't mar the surface of the rocker. So what I did, according to their instructions, they include their instructions with the kit. You want to take your bearing, you want to leave this little cap inside so that you don't knock your needle bearings out, but you want this flat side with the writing on it to be outwards on the rocker. So like this side, I have the writing to the outside. So what I did on this one, I put my writing side of the bearing down on my flat surface, took the rocker and centered it up right over the bearing. Make sure it stays straight or you can mess up your rocker. Took that and gave it a few little whacks with the dead blow, which gets it started. And you want that to be all the way down flush, so you give it a few little whacks until it sits flush on the rocker, which that looks pretty good right there. Give it one more smack. And we should be good to go. So you're going to continue to do that with all of the rockers to get them ready to be put on. So we'll do that real quick. Alright guys, now that we got all the bearings in the rockers, we want to put our inside C-clips on the shafts. So, I don't know if you can see, but I've already got one stuck on here. You're just going to use your snap ring pliers and open that guy up. You got to be real careful with these things or they'll go flying. And having to chase one down after you lose it is not fun. So you're just going to open it up and slide it right onto the shaft here, all the way to the inside groove. So you just want the inside two on each shaft until we get the bearings on. Alright guys, so for whatever reason the footage I got right here didn't have audio with it. So the next step is going to be to pop that little plastic cap out of each rocker. Real easy so you don't knock the needle bearings out, and slide it onto the shaft and put your outside C-clip on. Alright guys, got all those guys on. They're all sitting in the rocker stands. They all spin freely. Like I said before, if you have any that don't spin freely, you probably want to pull them back off there and give them another tap or two. See if you can't get that bearing to seat flat. That's what I did on a couple of these. They had a little bit of resistance to them, so I just pulled them off, gave them another couple taps on each side, kind of flattened that bearing out, and now they all spin perfectly free. So you got all your hardware. These all hold the, I believe it's all the same bolts, but they hold the shafts into the rocker stands, and then the ones that go down the middle use the same holes as the factory rockers, and they screw into the head to hold everything down. So that's all there is to that. And look at a couple other parts. Alright guys, got a couple other parts that came in here. Figured I'd show you guys. This is the front end parts for my Jeep. I still haven't shown you guys it, but I'll get it up as soon as I can. It's at my dad's. I've been working on it. Got the rear end swapped out and running some new brake lines and stuff. So as soon as I get it where it's drivable to get over here to the house, I'll put all this stuff in here in the driveway. So we've got new carrier for the front end. The new rear end had lower gears in it, and on the Dana 30 in the front you have to go to a bigger carrier for anything above the 355s. So had to get the new carrier. Got the install kit with all the new bearings and everything from Yukon. Bearing seals, you know, the whole 9 yards, everything. Got the Yukon gears to match the rear, and then got a Spartan locker. I haven't had a locker in the front of this Jeep, but I did have a Spartan locker in the back and I really liked it, so I decided to, now that I swapped the rear end, and it's got a factory limited slip in it, I'm sure I'll wind up putting the Spartan in it to match, but I went ahead and bought the Spartan locker for the front end. So it'll have Spartan lockers in the front and the rear, and should climb up stuff like a mountain goat. So we'll see, but figured I'd show you guys this stuff, and you know, as I get parts I'll keep showing you guys what I get, and of course you guys will see all or most of the installs of all my parts, so keep watching. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon so that you guys can see whenever I get new content out. Like I said, I've been working on the Jeep, so I'm going to show you guys a little bit of that. Haven't got a lot of footage of the rear end swap or anything like that. Just kind of been tinkering on it whenever I get a chance out at my dad's place. So like I said, once I get it drivable, I'm just going to unhook the front drive shaft so that I can drive it over here, and we'll mess with the front end over here at my house. So until next one, see you guys.